Hi all, how's it going? Monday live, short version, 15-30 minutes, the usual. Nice to be seeing you guys and talking. I'm going to take the end of the week off. Hi, Jenner. Hi, Mandilas. How are you? Kristen, Danielle. Hello, Nisha. How's everyone doing? Just relaxing, a very busy day, and the phone lines at CNY Fertility all shut down. So it was a crazy day. Everyone was trying to deal with what, and how do we deal with it? Half the people were calling me on my cell phone and like, is this CNY Fertility? Yes, and here to always help. And so we're praying for a baby. Just Nydia, hello. Irish Shays, hi. Hi, Ashley, Anitra. Hi. Fertility mugs are coming, all right? That's what I was working on this weekend and getting some mugs out there, some nice fertility mugs. Hey, Christina C., how you doing? Ashley Lodza, Vanetta. Hey, Meg. Hi to everyone. Very, 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 very busy day. The summertime is here. It's opening up. We're still working, keeping precautions, wear a mask. If you're sick, don't come. But everyone's doing an awesome job. The clinical staff at every location is doing an amazing job. I'm really proud of everyone. And hopefully by tomorrow, the phone lines will be back up and running, and we'll be able to help everyone and answer the questions and work to get everything and everyone moving. We're working to count the numbers going into each location every day so we can help sort of modulate and modify. Muhammad, how are you doing? Hey, Cheryl, Brandon, Brother Ray, hello. First mate on boosters came back at 23. There's always a little hope in the 20s, low 20s. It's not a great number. It's usually from the boosters. That's one of the challenges with the boosters. But how many times does it take for this to work? No one really knows that, but don't give up. Keep moving forward. By the way, yes, I said it again. Let's see. Are you hand making the mugs? Yes, I do. Let's see. So I'll do some slab work from time to time, and I'll grab a couple of mugs and I'll show you into the fertility studio sometimes. But this is what I'm working on. All right. It gives me my creativity amongst other things, but I like to work in the mud. And so I'm working on a whole bunch of those to bring to the centers and have them available for all of us. Hey, Misty, how are you? PCOS, and I've lost one tube from an ectopic. Should I go for IUI or straight to IVF? If you've had an ectopic, IVF is likely going to be the better way to go. But I've seen a bad tube removed, a good tube remaining. Even with intercourse or IUI, it's still possible to have success. Even with polycystic ovarian syndrome and a previous ectopic. Frozen transfer, if I want to do another cycle with a fresh transfer, do I need a new consult? You don't need a new consult. I know I don't need a new consult. Please just get me a protocol and let's get moving forward. The protocols are there are 5 of them. There aren't a lot of different ones. Either low dose, high dose, or standard dose, right in the middle. And it's either a natural letrozole or Clomid, typically letrozole, or a mixed combined. We're mostly doing the mixed combined in the lower dose protocols, and the standard would be 300 agonal or Follistim plus 20 of HCG or a little bit of Menopur in the process. I am off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be off. I'm going to be taking calls on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday in the morning and getting down to Sarasota, kind of relaxing a little bit. We all need it from time to time, right? Brick, Chris Wright, hello, how are you doing? Let's see. Hey, HTXO. Let's see. Kirch IVF. Tina Louise, how are you doing? Approaching 8 months in our pregnancy. It is our pleasure to you, and the entire staff is grateful for everyone that's coming in. We know it's not an easy journey. It's emotionally, physically, and very financially challenging. We've really worked diligently to integrate Eastern and Western approaches, more natural approaches, and then obviously making it much more affordable and integrating payment plans in all of this. So we really are working our darndest. The team is really, really busy. And I know the IVF lab needs some days where, or at least sometimes they're not as busy, so they can take care of all of those incubators, all of those embryos in the whole process, by the way. Jess Lynn, hello. Laparoscopy 4 days ago and they removed stage 1 endo. Can I do an IUI this cycle? Absolutely, by the way. Well, that's the whole intention. No matter what they find, quite commonly you can move right away into some protocol. If we've removed fibroids, then usually we need to wait 3 to 6 months before you could transfer, but you can still actually do a retrieval in the process, by the way. Soljita, hello. Maureen Natal, how are you doing? Yay, we all need some rest in the day, right? And remember, focus on meditation, prayer, visualization, reading something or listening to something positive and uplifting. And remember, you begin the day with whatever positivity you choose, or if you want to be down in the dumps, you choose that too. So let's pull ourselves up and let's see all things as possible. 2 days post-fresh, 5-day transfer. Why do I get chills on and off? Get that checked, by the way. Chills could be some illness, could be bacterial, viral infection. So retrievals and transfers can come with infections, but it may be something else, so you should get that looked at, by the way. All right. Isha, M4 Life, MW for Life, hello. Dana Dane, hello, how are you doing? Stacy Lynn, 118, Diaz ZLS, low TSH and the transfer. All right, so thyroid function is supposed to be in a narrow range. The TSH tells us, do you have a high thyroid hormone level or do you have a low thyroid hormone level? So if your thyroid hormone levels are low, your TSH is going to go up. We like to see the TSH level less than or about 2.5 or less. But if it's dropping below 1, that's when you may have hyperthyroidism, and either you're taking too much supplemental thyroid medication or your body's making too much thyroid hormone. Both of those things can create an environment that isn't beneficial for an implantation or natural pregnancy. So check the thyroid TSH levels, the free T3, T4s, and total T3 and D4, and the anti-thyroid antibodies. So I think all of those are good to check. If your thyroid hormones are in the normal range, good sign. If they're out of range, even though the thyroid TSH may be normal, you may need to get some adjustments. And either we, as your fertility doctors, your REs, or an endocrinologist, or your primary care can be very helpful with that. Joanna, let's see, milligrams CBD. 500 to 1,000 milligrams in the bottle, 1 to 2 dropperfuls per dose, usually 1 to 2 times a day, is an average good dose, by the way. Only embryo fresh on Saturday reported, said ICSI. How different is that from regular IVF? Where is there not a real, there isn't a real difference in the sense of the outcome, but normally, the normal way of fertilization in some cases is to allow the sperm to go around the egg and fertilize it. The newer way, the way we've been doing it for a long time, is inject the sperm into the egg. But ultimately, the embryo is ultimately going to be the same in the sense of it was fertilized, and whether or not it's going to make it, the type of fertilization, ICSI or standard, doesn't really matter very much, in my opinion. Mary Knight, transferred 5AA, and it splits 2 yolk sacs, ultrasound, but from one transfer. As long as they're in separate sacs, you should be fine. If they're in the same sac, then you have to be careful and watch that carefully, by the way. Transfer 6/8, I'm so nervous. It is a nervous process, by the way. We're all anxious and nervous the why it's so difficult, why it's happening to me, why it's happening to you. There are many, many, many questions that go unanswered. That's our biggest challenge in life, by the way. Um, Frozen fresh day 3 or day 5. Again, it's individualized. They all work well. If an embryo doesn't make it to day 5 or to be frozen, you're not going to make it. But if we find that you're better off doing a day 3 fresh or frozen, we're going to recommend that. But we don't always know that until you do it to see what happens, by the way. Hydrosalpinx, Jen, can affect implantation. So hydrosalpinx is a blocked and dilated fallopian tube. It's like a big balloon full of fluid. The fluid may be very inflammatory, like an abscess. It may be infected, or that fluid runs back through the uterus, acting like a river, which prevents implantation. So they should be either excised, ligated, or removed. But there are some women that conceive and deliver a baby without removing them. So they don't all need to be removed. I won't say the BTW, right? Required to do HSG saline. It's not required to do a saline sonogram or an HSG. You can decline them. It's one of those things, part of the list where we say, okay, you should do all of these things. But quite commonly, you've done something a couple of years ago, it was fine. We look with the ultrasound, that's very unlikely. We recommend it. We offer it to everyone, but it's your choice if you want to say, you know what, I don't want to get that done, by the way. Nidia. Sorry about that. My dyslexia. Nindia. Hello to you. User rec removal before transfer. Yes. And Cheryl. I'm great, Melinda. I am wonderful. Thank you for asking. Who's doing the transfers on Friday in Syracuse? Dr. Lutheringer and Dr. Corley. They're awesome, doing a great job, great team. We're really, really grateful to have both of them. We need to all be able to have our time to R&R, to rejuvenate. And I know for myself, it's either my pottery, my painting, or just hanging out and relaxing with Miss T. All right. Does letrozole help people with low AMH? So the letrozole still may be helpful for low AMH. Some people still they respond to to letrozole or to Clomid. Some people even naturally will still conceive and deliver a baby with a low AMH. So we have to be careful when we think that low AMH means I'm not going to get pregnant. That's not what it means. In my opinion, it means there's evidence of some inflammation. There may be diminished blood flow in the ovary that's affecting the number and or quality of the eggs. Some women will have a low AMH, low number of eggs in the stimulation or in their reserve, but they still have great eggs and they still respond very, very well. All right, Kumu, Dumang, hello. Albany team, Dr. Ditkoff, Dr. Grossman, really awesome, really grateful for both of them. The reasons to request ICSI, I've seen it talked about lately. You don't have to request ICSI. ICSIs are standard. We believe it's part of the standard process of IVF. If for some reason you don't want it, you need to tell us. I think if there's an unknown cause of infertility, quite commonly it's because the egg and the sperm don't interact properly and it doesn't fertilize. So I think it's something we offer to everyone and it's good. You may choose not to do it. Assisted hatching is similarly the same way, although when you sign the consent form, yes, I want ICSI, yes, I want assisted hatching, I want extra embryos frozen, or I want to do a freeze-all. These are all the things we go through. Do I want embryo glue? Yes, it's an add-on. It costs extra, like ICSI and hatching and all these other things. There's some extra cost to them, but in standard, our $3,900 IVF includes ICSI, hatching, freezing extra embryos, and a fresh transfer. It's an added cost to do a frozen thawed cycle. Hello, Taylor, Howard. It was a pleasure talking with you today. And, we're really here to share the conversation. We're always listening and learning from others. You guys are listening and reading so much else out there. Bring your ideas to us. If there's something specific you want to do, we want to hear that. So we're really grateful to all those that are coming in. Yes, Colorado has been brought together. We have a little bit of work now to come together, get the team trained. So officially it's happening. It looks like July 1-ish or the first few weeks of July, we'll be able to help make that happen. My sense is by August, Easy will be scheduling and moving forward. So Dr. Magarelli's team, Colorado Springs, excited about that. We'll be growing the team, helping the team learn more about what we're all bringing together. The CNY fertile pricing, the global integrative approach. I learned about acupuncture from Paul and Diane, and so that's where we began the integration process. And I know that Dr. Magarelli was really big on understanding in the keto, the paleo, and the food and lifestyle plans and how important they are for all of us. So we're excited about that process. So again, it's just all of our team now has to come together. They need to learn the language and get better in that language of the new CNY Fertility Global Integrative approach, and we're excited about that. Let's see, Chelsea Fresha, Chalisa, Sunny Duridia, hello, Marcy JB, and Nita Some, hello, Needed Some, thank you. You guys are all amazing, by the way, and remember, we're a team. We're all on equal levels of learning and bringing knowledge to the table. This is a village. Each and every one of us has something to offer and share. When we're struggling, in pain, mad, sad, anxiety, depressed, our job is to all come together, bring together Jennifer, Donald, Mua, Aaron in Fertile Hope Yoga, Marley, and all our support team everywhere, by the way. Hi, Chris Ann Martinez. How you doing? And if I don't say hi to everyone, please, sometimes it's just going by so fast, I need to basically stop and say hello to every single one of you guys. And it's a wave out to all of you guys. Let's see. It did retrieval for egg freezing in Albany, May. Only 4 eggs. It takes 1 egg, but this is where dual stem, triple stems may come or more. Whether you make 1 egg or 30 eggs or more in some cases, but even if you made 4, freeze them, get them on ice, and consider another stimulation. But I think when you're getting only a few eggs, it may be all it takes, by the way, but maybe something to consider that maybe I have more inflammation. I have to change my mind and put in my mind and I put in my mouth to shift and change all of that, by the way. Avoid OHSS. Well, trigger with Lupron helps, but not 100%. Adding letrozole, 2.5 to 5 milligrams in the stimulation, I think helps a lot, but most of all is a Lupron trigger can be helpful. Sometimes lower doses, but sometimes no matter what you do, those lower doses stimulate a lot more eggs and hyperstimulation. So we always have to be cognizant of it. Wherever you live, we want to work with your OBGYNs, your REs, or the local hospitals that are necessary to help treat OHSS, either drain fluid or release pain control as necessary, by the way. New Beginnings, how you doing? B. Cully, hello. It's our pleasure, by the way. And we know that you guys all have other choices out there, and we're really grateful that you've chosen CNY Fertility. We really are here to work and learn on this whole process, which is not easy. We've been so busy, it's like a tidal wave. Then our phones don't work today. And we're bringing about our healing arts is coming back in Syracuse, so we're excited about that. Our massage and acupuncturist and our facials will come back soon, hopefully by level 4. I don't know why it's taking everyone so long, but why is it you can do hair, but you can't do facials? We're all really being protective. Lorja 9/11, September, Brain, I'll leave it at that. Audrey, hello. Evie Mahoney, Uh, let's see, I've got Jen's 915. One frozen 3-day graded 3.7. Should I try another cycle or shoot for better grades? Listen, grading kindergartners isn't very accurate to figure out who's going to college. I didn't do well in kindergarten. I loved finger painting though. But I would say that it's never a bad idea. It's always a good to put more on ice so that when you get pregnant with that one that you thought wasn't any good, then you have the backups for your next pregnancy that you don't have to do another retrieval. And Father's Day coming up. Happy Father's Day. We're not doing the zoo party this year. Hopefully next year we'll see. We're maybe shifting and doing things differently. That's a lot of what we're learning to do, is bring everyone together in different ways and different celebrations, by the way. Can I take oil of oregano during stims? Gee, I haven't tried oil of oregano. I guess CBD oil and maybe oil of oregano has anti-inflammatory processes also. Don't know that. New RE next week, Beth. Awesome. Let's see. Oh man, I had like 50 text messages the other day. I think I got to almost every one of them. So I too am working to do my very best to answer all your questions. So I really appreciate it. It looks like, there we go, we're coming back. And again, maybe another 10 more minutes. Thanks very much for joining me. I know it's like, can that guy just get off the social media stuff a little bit? Maria Emmerich and Craig Emmerich, we're working on a book coming out. Don't forget to go to Amazon and check out our Fertile Secret, the New Fertile Feast, and the Family Building Guide, and my Daily Inspirations, which I practice every single day. Start the day, a little coffee with Kiltz, and maybe you'll see some of my other mugs that I bring out in the process. Let's see, 2 embryos at my retrieval. What can I do to increase this next round? No diagnosis other than lowish AMH, less than 1. Diminished ovarian reserve, ovarian dysfunction, better one. 2 embryos may be all it takes, by the way. But if this is where DHEA, LDN, CBD, and Dr. Kiltz's keto is crazy amazing. Now, I'm a carnivore mostly, but as a vegan vegetarian, add the fat. And cream and butter is the best, along with beef and bacon. If you can't do those, that's where cream and butter come in. And then, of course, coconut oil, hemp seed oil. Hemp seed oil is a really good one, by the way. I think it's really good. Intralipids. Intralipids is infused fat. Omega-3s, linoleic and alpha-linoleic acid, fatty acids, essential. We don't eat them. Plant oils don't provide enough of them, by the way. But intralipids is an infusion of fat that reduces inflammation. And the Prograph is a medication, tacrolimus, is used to help those who are going through organ transplants. It helps reduce the rejection. So it's another one of those wonder drugs that seems to be beneficial. Plaquenil, Neupogen, IVIG, Humira, LIT therapy. Look around at, I have inflammation. What are the things that I can do to reduce that inflammation? Kendra, allergic reaction to Omnitrope. Now remember, everyone has the potential of being allergic to something we use all the time. So we just don't know who's going to be allergic, by the way. But besides Omnitrope, there is Cerevital and Somaderm, topical and oral. Might be different, I don't know that. But DHEA, LDN, CBD, CoQ10, fish oil, folic acid, and Kiltz's keto. That really is the game changer of everything I've ever done. It's a high fat, low to no carb, and even a low amino acid protein diet. That's another one that really helps. Lizette, iHeart, how you doing? And there's so many of you guys have your own support groups, your own blogs, and the more we all get out there and share the support story or the ideas that you have that can be very helpful. Remember, we're all the fertile coaches, and we got to get out there and share the words. And remember, it doesn't matter your gender, transgender, size, shape, color, age. or marital relationship status. At CMY Fertility, we're here to take care of everyone, and we need to recognize all of us as human beings need to be honored and taken care of in every way. Will Colorado offer IVF? Colorado will be doing IVF. Buffalo is likely going to be September. I'm looking at August or sooner for Colorado. It may be mid or beginning of July, so very excited. I'd like to go to Colorado. I'd like to go to Buffalo. We're going to be working on all of those, along with, again, Dr. Magarelli, Dr. Chang in Buffalo, Dr. D'Souza in Buffalo, Grossman and Ditkoff in our Albany office, and Dr. Faruqi hopefully coming in to help us at all of our upstate New York locations. And then we're working with Dr. Palta in the city. Dr. Andrea Vidali is a great laparoscopic surgeon to help with removing fibroids and endometriosis. And we're really working on better ways to support the reproductive immunology. We do believe that that is the pinnacle and the foundation of our approach is reducing inflammation, treating inflammation, whether it be with natural methods or with Western pharmaceutical methods. All of these things are an approach that you should think about, by the way. How does that affect a positive? As much as you think it does, it's what your lining looks like. What do your eggs and sperm and embryos look like? Because there's such a wide variation in the estrogen levels, the progesterone levels, and all of these things, by the way. Assisted hatching on day 3, frozen. Yes, we do assisted hatching on day 3 embryos, day 5, 6, and 7 embryos. We offer it. We do it at no additional charge, by the way. 2 weeks for results. Tamara, God bless you. Hello. I'm recommending, Kendra, so the priming with Omnitrope, HGH, estrogen, low dose, 1 to 2 milligrams of estrogen for about 2 and even as long as 4 weeks, not months, by the way. If you're doing estrogen longer, you have to make sure you add cyclic progesterone. And then the Omnitrope, the Oralisa, which is the medication used like Lupron to suppress estrogen and endo, along with letrozole, and think about an antibiotic and a fungal antiviral, which may all be helpful in this process. Haley, I won't have a next cycle. All right, Kelly, Tamara, hello. PGT will take up 2 weeks results. So basically, you do an egg retrieval. We create the embryos. They go to day 5, 6, or 7. We biopsy them, freeze them. You should get a period within about 7 to 10 days, or as long as 14 days after retrieval. And then if we have the results in time, you can go right into a frozen transfer, unless you're doing a serial retrieval and things like that. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm in Syracuse tomorrow with Dr. Lutheringer. Dr. Corley is rocking in Rochester doing ultrasounds. Doing HSGs, doing some consults. We're doing phone, video, and phone consults. And then Dr. Chang is working in Buffalo with Chris Ziegler, our great, amazing practitioners. We have an amazing practitioner team, and very grateful to everyone, by the way. Thank you, everyone, for all your comments, your shout outs. How much fat and protein for Kiltz's keto? Now, technically, it should be about 50% fat and 50% protein, which will give you about a 2/3, 1/3 fat to protein caloric numbers, because fat is twice the calories of protein or carb. But mostly it's about adding more fat, 1 meal a day. I do bacon, eggs, butter, beef, and ice cream. I really work hard to not eat the carbs. Occasionally I have some chocolate. I shared a little chocolate with Ashley today, but it was 90%. I'm more of like a 70%, but the ice cream is to die for. Check out my Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle Plan. I'm going to work on Kiltz's Carnivore Plan, which is a whole game changer for those that want to look at the carnivore. But remember, protein and carbs actually break down, and there's sugar in the liver, and both those convert to fat. So it's really increasing the fat content is the key component to keto. Of 70% to 80% fat, 10 to 20% protein, and the remainder some carbs may be reasonable, but 1 meal a day is the most amazing. And the prenatal vitamins, we're using Ovavite for gals and Conception XR, the boosters for guys. Remember, low-dose naltrexone, CBD, and remember, meditation, prayer, visualization. The attitude is gratitude every day. So I'm going to say, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I'm probably going to take Wednesday, Thursday through Sunday off. But we have a lot of great people coming up. Father's Day celebration for those that are working towards that are, we're all working together in the village to hold the prayer and faith that all things that you desire are there and just unfolding in front of you at this very moment. So, all right, God bless you guys. I look forward to seeing you. Say hi if you're in Syracuse and I'm there. But remember, say hi to the entire team. And it's been so busy. Bring a book, bring something to listen to read, or watch. Some of these days are taking longer than expected, and we really apologize for that. We are here to take care of everyone and give you the appropriate time and energy as necessary. God bless. See you guys soon. See you tomorrow night. God bless, guys.